Hi guys, thanks for coming back to another video. I have something that I would like to share. It has been confirmed by my friend Lou having a very similar experience. I'm going to break this up into two videos so that we can get through them kind of quickly. So I'm just showing you some images of the beach, but this is not any images that I have. This is actually off of Google. I had to drive to South Carolina on October the 4th as we have a piece of property down there that's very close to the ocean, and we've not had the opportunity or the availability to get down there until now due to road closures and rising waters and accessibility issues. So on Thursday the 4th, I was making it a day trip. I was just going to go there and back, but I wanted to leave myself enough time to hang out at the water's edge for at least an hour. I really felt like I needed to be by the water's edge and just, immerse myself in the Spirit of God and just talk with Him in regards to a lot of things that have been going on. And so when I entered into the Spirit with the Lord and I was talking to Him, I was notating it down on my phone. And He said to me, what shall this day bring us? Shall it be wondrous? And I said, any time with Him is always wonderful. But then He said to me something very strange. He said, my name for you this day is O'Hare. That's what He said. My name for you this day is O'Hare. It means mine forevermore. So now I had stopped and I looked it up, okay? And O'Hare is not coming up as exactly what he says, which is really which perplexed me a little bit, because any other time that he tells me what a name means, it is to the point, to the T, what it is. And so he says to me here, it means mine forevermore. Well, when I looked it up, it means a male descendant of a famous Irish clan. The O here means a male descendant of, and an Irish clan, which is the Hare. So this is some type of a clan that he was pointing me to. So I was a bit perplexed as first off, I wasn't able to find the meaning of the name per se as he was stating it to me. And it was pointing to a clan. And so I said, well, what do you mean, Lord? I asked because I was not really following what He was trying to point me to. And He said, my child, it is this, that I have you in the palm of my hand. I shall never let you go. You are mine forevermore. And I said, I was very glad to hear that. And I said, how does O'Hare fit into that? Can you tell me how it does? And he said, they are representative of me. They are representative of me. And I said, oh, okay. I said, well, thank you, Lord. He said, my child, you are one of them. I said, are they a tribe? And he said, my child, go look for yourself. Well, I had already saw that it was some type of an Irish clan. As you can see here, I had kind of pulled it up, so I wasn't really sure what else I was supposed to know in regards to, I was being called O'Hare at that time. But we know that he is prophesying certain things when he gives you these different names. I mean, Abram's name was changed to Abraham to mean father of many nations. And so we know that there's a specific reason why he goes through and calls us certain names. This is not the first name he has called me throughout my walk with Him, but this is just another one where He is identifying and trying to point me to something. So I opted to go ahead and take a look at what clan was, and when I pulled it up, I just was able to just did a definition of it. It just says a group of a close-knit and interrelated families, especially associated with families in the Scottish Highlands. Well, that's interesting. And so some of my synonyms of it is family, house, dynasty, tribe. There it is. Kinship group. And I thought that was pretty interesting. And so, of course, taking a look at Wiki. So a clan is a group of people united by actual or perceived kinship and descent. Even if the lineage details are unknown, clan members may be organized around a founding member. It states here that a clan is derived from this particular term, meaning children or progeny. It is not from the word for family in either Irish or Scottish Gaelic. And so it's talking about it is a tribe. In different cultures and situations, a clan usually has a different meaning other than kin-based groups, such as tribes or bands. And so what he's pointing me to then here is my tribe. And he is telling me that I am one of them, and they are representative of me. Now, so if we're taking all of the stuff that he's telling us here, then we're understanding that he's talking about the 12 tribes. He's talking about me being part of one of them, and they are representative of him. And so that was what happened that day. That was the conversation that I had with him while I was sitting there on the beach, just trying to get close to him. So now, when I came home that night, I checked my email, but I'm going to be talking to you about this here in just a minute, because when I checked my email somewhere around 7 o'clock that night, maybe 7:30, I had a couple of messages there from my friend Lou. And one of them that she sent me confirms this, but I want to read you hers, and so we'll probably set it up in the next video as just a confirmation to this, because you're not going to believe what her dream actually was. So when I came home, I talked with her about it. I shared what I had learned that day, and interesting that her family surname is O'Hare. So it was a very interesting conversation, understanding immediately that this was the confirmation that I had asked for, and it was given to me. It was waiting right there for me. So I went to bed that night, and I had a dream. Now, I only remember a little part of the dream, and I'll talk to you about that. But the one main thing that I recalled as I was coming out of the dream was Iron Man. Okay? This is what I recalled coming out of the dream. Iron Man. Okay, let's look at an image. This one, not the Iron Man like the triathlon Iron Man. I'm talking about this particular character right here. And so what I understood when I was looking up Iron Man, first off, I understood that the Lord had told me this a couple of nights before, but I didn't understand what it meant. I didn't receive any understanding about it until I had sought the Lord in the Spirit again, had this experience that I just shared with you, and then came back and read Lou's email. And I think once I go through and talk to you about her dream, then you're going to understand that what this is all trying to tie into. So when I looked at Iron Man, I understood, listen, my grandson has tons of these figures. Iron Man is his favorite. He has a lot of the Avenger figures and different things that he plays with, and Iron Man has always been his favorite. And so I was familiar with the character, but not to the extent of, what was his suit about? I haven't watched any of these movies. I don't know anything about except what I'm getting ready to share with you now. And so what I found here when I pulled it up is this is a fictional superhero appearing in American comic books. And who this particular person is in these comic books, okay? A wealthy American business magnate, playboy, and ingenious scientist. His name is Anthony Edward Tony Stark, who suffers a chest injury during a kidnapping. And so when his captors attempt to force him to build a weapon of mass destruction, he instead creates a powered suit of armor to save his life and escape captivity. So later Stark develops his suit, adding weapons and other technological devices he designed through his company, Stark Industries. He uses the suit and successive versions to protect the world as Iron Man. Although at first concealing his true identity, Stark eventually declared that he was in fact Iron Man in a public announcement. Okay, so a lot of things here, guys. We've been talking about the Lord getting ready to show who we are. We've been talking about that. He's getting ready to show people who we are. And the other part is, too, is the suit that he has, the suit that he has on. Food for thought. Putting on incorruptibility. Is this the change that's getting ready to happen? What I do remember from the part of the dream was this. I was with a woman, and she was talking to me, and she was taking me back to where it all started, by the waters. She said, this is where it all started and began. And that is all I can recall in regards to the dream, other than Iron Man. So I've been pondering upon this stuff. This is just yet another iron that's in the fire that I was trying to figure out, and I didn't understand it completely until Lou's email came in, and I want to read that to you in the next one. But I can tell you, I recalled, remember back in September, the Lord, if you check that calendar that I shared with you, the Lord said 2 mantles, 2 aprons, 2 coverings. He's not saying 1, he's saying 2. And that was given to me last year in September. And so while I was questioning, did Iron Man put something on? I was trying to question all of this. These are notes to myself. Yes, he put on a suit. We have a covering that is getting ready to come upon us, a mantle, a robe, an apron, a covering. Something is getting ready to come upon us, okay? So that's why I started taking a look at some of this stuff. When I entered into the Spirit, I was not expecting to receive that information, especially to be called O'Hare. I found it very interesting that it turned out to be her family name. But I definitely want to read her dream as confirmation to this one. So when I looked up the meaning of Tony, it means highly praiseworthy. And guess, from a Roman clan. Well, here we go with another clan name. And so then I pulled up about the tribes of Israel, and I'll have to let you guys take a look at this. This is a really interesting site here that I saw, because it breaks it down into facts about the tribes, what the sons' names were, what the meaning of the name is, who's the mother, what the birth verse is, and then it comes down and talks about for each of the sons what Jacob's prophecies were, and then what Moses' blessings were. And then it breaks it down as to when they are around the tabernacle. Remember, they're in groups and numbers, and everything is counted. Remember, we kind of brought that up when the Lord was bringing to me that, about the groups of people and how people were going to be going out at different times. And so, guys, I'm just bringing this for your discernment. I'm submitting it to you. Please pray over it. Take it to the Lord. And I'll be coming right back with a confirmation for this particular experience. God bless you.